Okay, so yesterday we ran Page and Elution of Page. So here we have the eluted RNA that we ran overnight in the 37°C incubator, rotating. Now we're going to run ethanol precipitation of our RNA product. So first I'm just going to take out the RNA from the Page elution, which is in here. We should recover about 800 microliters. We have recovered about 800 microliters of solution from the Page elution, and now we're going to run ethanol precipitation of this RNA from Page. So first I'm going to add 80 microliters of sodium acetate, 3 molar, to the 800 microliters of RNA elution recovered from Page. I'm then going to add 4 microliters of glycogen. Okay, next I'm going to separate the ethanol precipitation reaction so that I can add the 100% ethanol. If I add to this, it won't fit in this one tube, so I have to split it into 2 separate tubes. Okay, so in these 2 tubes we should have somewhere around 442 microliters of ethanol precipitation reaction. So now to each reaction I'm going to add 1,100 microliters of 100% ethanol. Okay, I'm then going to invert the tubes, and then we're going to place it in the -80°C freezer for around 15 minutes. Okay, now that the reactions have sat in the -80°C freezer for around 15 minutes, we're going to centrifuge at 4°C for 10 minutes, 13,000 RPMs. Okay, so again, I'm just making sure the centrifuge is balanced, and I'm making sure the tabs are facing outwards so that we know where the pellet is going to be. Okay, click. 13,000 RPMs for 10 minutes at 4°C. Okay, after the reactions have been in the centrifuge for 10 minutes at 13,000 RPMs at 4°C, we're going to decant. Okay, after we decant, we're going to wash with 100 microliters of 70% ethanol chilled. Making sure not to disturb the pellet. Okay, then we're going to let this reaction sit on ice for 5 minutes. Centrifuge again for another 5 minutes at 13,000 RPMs at 4 degrees Celsius. We're then going to decant and then speed vac. Okay, so after we let the reaction sit on ice for 5 minutes and then centrifuge again for another 5 minutes and then decant, we should have 2 pellets. And now we're going to speed vac for around 10 minutes to dry out the pellets, and then we can resuspend these pellets into 20 microliters of water, and then we can spec our RNA to see how much we recovered for round 1 against lysozyme. Okay, now that the pellets have dried in the speed vac for around 10 minutes, we're going to resuspend the pellets into 20 microliters of water total. Okay, now we have our RNA in a 20 microliter water sample. The next step is to spec our RNA sample to see how many picomoles we recovered in round 1 of Selex.